One of the races voters will be deciding who will run the Monterey County Sheriff's Office.
The race pitting incumbent Steve Bernal against his 36-year-old deputy and Salinas City Councilman Scott Davis. A race that has been very spirited with a lot of nasty and tough accusations from both sides aimed at the other.
And in a moment, we're going to take a closer look at the new twist today in this race. But first, here's Action News reporter Felix Cortez with a closer look at the candidates.
12-year veteran of the Sheriff's Office, Deputy Scott Davis, looking to unseat his boss, Steve Bernal, who's seeking his second term as sheriff.
We still have a lot of work to do, and we need to keep going in the direction we're going. We can't afford to stop what we're doing and start over again. We need to continue going in the same direction, and we're heading in a great direction right now.
I have a bachelor's in business administration, and I just finished up my master's in business administration, compared to our current sheriff who has a high school diploma. I have significantly more education and significantly more experience now compared to when he started.
But Deputy and Salinas Councilman Scott Davis's campaign to become sheriff has been dogged by questions and controversy. Last year, he intervened in a high-speed chase involving Salinas police. Davis laid down a spike strip, damaging a patrol unit with a canine inside. Sheriff's deputies were asked not to intervene. Davis said it's still under investigation and can't talk about it.
I'd love to sit here and tell you about it because I think the public would agree. And there's also some other facts that were totally skewed in that whole issue that was reported to the media unlawfully. But again, I have to follow the orders I'm given.
And earlier this year, the Davis campaign was accused of embezzling more than $31,000 in union dues from the Deputy Sheriff's Association. The Attorney General's Office and Fair Political Practices Commission investigated, and last week the Attorney General's Office cleared Davis of any wrongdoing. The FPPC, however, still has an open investigation.
And this is just a prime example of politics getting dirty at the sheriff's office once again.
An office that has seen 3 investigations launched against Sheriff Bernal's staff in the last year. Scott Davis for his spike strip incident, 1 deputy for improperly filling out drug search warrants. He was cleared of any wrongdoing. And several deputies investigated for drinking on the job at a local pizzeria. In that case, at least 1 person was fired.
The bottom line is we're going to hold people accountable, and you know, I want deputy sheriffs out there that the public can trust, and I will hold them accountable.
In his first term in office, Sheriff Steve Bernal has brought a school resource officer to North Monterey County Schools, signed an agreement with the Army giving soldiers a fast track into the force, started a drone program, and started construction on a new jail, though plans were approved by previous administrations. Looking ahead, Bernal hopes to bring a state mental ward to the jail, add another school resource officer at Carmel High, and use tax revenues from the recreational pot industry to crack down on illegal pot growers.
We need to go after the black market and put them out of business. And once we put them out of business and get that under control, I'd be 100% behind putting money into youth programs.
If elected, Sheriff Davis wants to increase the amount of deputies working the streets, will focus on providing educational opportunities for inmates, and bring body cams to the force.
Not only does it keep the deputy or the officer on their best behavior, but it keeps the public on their best behavior because everybody realizes that if you really go overboard, well, there's camera footage of it.
Davis, who currently sits on Salinas's finance committee, says that and his education has prepared him to run a sheriff's department of 450 employees and manage a budget of more than $100 million.
When I get elected on June 5th, I'm going to cut the fat from the top of this office because we are way too top heavy. And it's a problem when we have 50% less deputies on our street.
Sheriff Bernal, who had little management experience when he took office, says the last 4 years have been an eye-opener.
And I'm committed to Monterey County, to doing a great job, and you know, I'm open to criticism, and you know, if there's something we're not doing right, we'll change it.
In Salinas, Felix Cortez, KSBW, Action News 8.
All right, Felix is here now with more on what has been a campaign that clearly had a lot of high-stakes drama in it.
And that includes a little bit of controversy today involving a TV ad that came from the Davis campaign. They're now pulling that ad, so break it down for us.
Well, Dan Aaron, it's a commercial that involves a local political heavyweight, and we're talking about Assemblywoman and Senate candidate Ana Caballero, who says she never gave the Davis campaign permission to use a photo of herself with Scott Davis. But the Davis campaign used it anyway, a picture of Caballero with Scott Davis. Caballero stayed neutral in this race, meaning she didn't endorse anyone for sheriff. But the campaign of Steve Bernal called out the ad, saying it gave viewers the impression she was endorsing Scott Davis.
You can't cut corners. You got to check in with people. You have to have permission in order to be able to use the likeness of an individual, and there was no permission. And that's too bad, because I really think it's important that campaigns be as clean as possible and that people know who it is that's supporting the candidate so that they can make the best choice.
As soon as it was brought to my attention, I want to rectify that. You know, I pride the campaign on being on the up and up, and you know, if there is a mistake that's made by the campaign, we're going to fix that immediately and move forward.
Well, for his part, Scott Davis says he has personally called Ana Caballero to apologize to her. Now, Davis has since replaced the photo of Caballero with one that includes Davis standing between U.S. Senate candidate Kevin De Leon and State Senator Bill Monning. That new ad is set to begin airing tomorrow morning, Election Day.
Which, of course, is Election Day. Yeah. All right, Felix, thank you.
Thanks, Felix.
Some important things to remember on Election Day. For the first time, Californians can register to vote until the polls close on Election Day. So if you haven't registered, that's no excuse not to vote. Go ahead and go to your polling place, and you can register right there. All polling places and election offices will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And vote by mail ballots can be returned in person to elections offices and most city halls. We'll have live coverage of the results tomorrow on Action News starting at 8 p.m. and on our website, ksbw.com.